Unknown, what's up? Just gonna start out watching. Ang tagal. In fairness, ang tagal. Tagal mag-load.
Yeah! Let's go.
For some of us, it will take a lot more.
Oh, and that's a good thing to do, not to judge.
Especially for the Filipino champions, Blacklist International.
That bad. That ultra late stage of the game is, man, 100% faith. It's we're pretty good at.
A lot of these 100% heroes from our regions have just been destroyed, man. Rian's Farsa, we saw Albert's Link, and also the Aldous and Estes from Blacklist International.
You are actually great. This really just proves to us how important the World Championships are, right? Whenever we see the World Championship, that is where every single thing, every single strategy can be countered. You can see the level of play for both teams, and it's going to be the Farsa first. They steal it away from a Blacklist International, and the Estes is available.
Yeah, even though SS is still available, we cannot forget about Yves, who has been kind of shredding this tournament with the amount of control with the real manipulation when it comes down to these team fights. I'm very interested to see what Takashi has in mind, especially
every time na naglulunok ako
generally
ng laway, nararamdaman ko pa rin yung singaw kong hayop.
Edward has gotten beat on a lot of stats, but the one thing I think Takashi does have on top of Edward is the fact that he can play rather selfishly and become an overall carry for the team.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Edward, he hasn't been able to pick up those flashy carry type of heroes here in M3.
And then Chicharon flavor ba?
So let's just see what he goes for. Does Coach Bongchan want to try to play for him right now, or just go for the Estes and the Yves? Estes now 6 times being picked up, 50% win rate. Same goes for the Yves, still sitting at a 50% on that hero. But look at K, they want to answer instantly with the Matilda, perhaps also a Yuzong or Esmeralda to dive that back line to just stop Yves from being a problem. But let's see, if it's not the Yuzong, let's say it's not a Yuzong or Esmeralda, will they go for something like the Clint here early on?
Why not?
Oh yeah, it's like the Nathan, the marksman for the gold lane or the jungle. We still
ito lang masasabi ko like, kunyari,
we're still getting to that point, and I
sa
understand
amin,
where you're coming from.
Pansit Canton,
Again, I was thinking, maybe
nanay namin yung
get their gold laner.
Hindi ako mahilig sa mga, I can get that. Pero sinasabi ko lang, ito yung based on experience. Siyempre, ako yung mga kapatid ko, medyo sanay naman kumain ng mga noodles, right? Tapos, nabawasan na ako. Okay lang. Pero ito nga sasabihin ko, yung nanay ko yung pinaka-least na kumakain ng pansit sa amin. And siya yung may pinaka-trip ng original flavor lang. Yung parang silimansi lang ganyan. Tapos, every time, ito yung sinasabi namin, wala kasing lasa. Wala kasing lasa. Pero, yun lang yun. Pero although, syempre, yun na nga kasi yung lasa ng yun na nga kasi. Pero, alam mo yun, sa sobrang sanay na ng mga tao, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas, wherein, alam mo naman, di ba, based on Philippine history, sinakop naman tayo ng Spain dahil nga din sa spices and everything. And, talagang mahilig mga Pilipino sa spices since forever, right? So, it's been passed down for what, centuries, ganun.
We haven't seen this at all at the M3 World Championship. So
wala naman Pansit Canton na ganun. Kumain-kain ng klase. Okay yun. Pero, yeah, I get your point. Like, syempre, kung ko lang, bago ko pa lang dito, you wanna try everything out. Why not? Pero yung mga nandito na, for sure, majority gusto nila yung manghang kasi yun talagang kahit anong ano mo, kahit anong kain mo, alam mo pa rin may lasa pa rin kasi nga manghang. It's gonna lessen kasi nga sanay ka na, pero manghang pa rin siya kahit pa paano. Hindi mo masabing wala na siyang lasa. Ganun. Yan lang. Kalamansi. Naman. Yan din sabi ng nanay ko. So, yeah. You're old generation. Ubus na pakete. What? Ano naman kagagawa niyan? Inubos mo? Yung arm skirt. What's up? Nakikita niyo mo na maayos yung mga bands and picking sa mga tao.
Speaking of options, there's a lot more
YSS ni Wise. Oo nga eh. Wise SS, man. Ito yung game 1 guys 3 hours behind tayo. Pero alam ko na yung kalalabasan ng series dahil sa Facebook. Gago yung Facebook eh. I'm not gonna tell you guys of course. Alam ko na kalalabasan ng series. Pero yan. Kupal Facebook eh. Isa lang nakain mo. In short mga kapatid ko. Ano kinain mo mga kapatid mo? You cannibal. You bitch. How does it feel being taken out of context?
All of the other marksmen are still available, like the Clint, like the Popol and Pupa, as well as
I eat people, I hungry.
Just banned out the mages.
I eat people, I hungry.
Why they did it? Well, no, they honestly understand.
Kuha ka ng pansit. Wag na tao.
I'm thinking that they're trying to limit the goal range here, and overall, it's a smart idea.
Ulo tayo, man. So, Blacklist are going for double MM strategy along with Eve, tapos Esmeralda Estes. Pero, wala pa silang XP laner. Sino ang tanky XP laner nila? Uy, wala pang Pakito. Kung they take Pakito, Pakito is not bad. Barats, Aldous, Lunox, tapos Alice. Puro mga medyo tanky-tanky na binan. Pero, feeling ko kailangan ng super-duper tanky dito sa Blacklist. Pero feeling ko kaya kahit Pakito lang. Lapu pwede rin. Lapu, Pakito, Tams pwede rin. Kasi wala nang YZ, wala nang Phobius, wala nang Barats. Diba? Why not? Pwede rin nga Ruby eh. Pero hindi yata nag-Ruby si Edward. So feeling ko either Tams or Pakito.
I want to see Edward really pop off here with maybe even a Paquito or even Esmeralda. But
Yura! Okay, pwede.
Uranus.
Okay.
The only hero that might be able to tear through the armor might be the Nathan from the gold lane.
Why not Choknat?
You know, you see Benedetta and Hylos
Yung kalaban, so malamang hindi pala malamang, no? Inisip ko kung Benedetta is going to be their core or their gold lane eh. Pang frontline lang Farzat, bro.
Was Nathan and Matilda was also instantly picked up. Makes me want to think, maybe Kid actually really prepared against Blacklist International. Always, though, the question is, were the preparations actually?
Legend 4. Aba, nag-grind ka. Mukhang mukhang maganda win rate mo kahapon. Bumalik ka na Legend 4 That's like, what, 10 more wins? At least. That's at least 10 more wins than your losses. Tapos na-lose like 4, edi Legend 5 ulit.
As Blacklist and Cade get into the first game in the Land of Dawn.
I'm excited to see how this is going to be played because Luis is going to be the one who's on this Benedetta.
Game 1 pa lang daw guys. Game 1 pa lang. Between Blacklist versus
More importantly, so I'm a little sad that, you know, the high loss coming in.
Legend 1 pa rin. Di ka nag-grind di ba, Oms?
Especially
for a
player
man.
like Edward go on something, personally, I believe, super boring hero on this Uranus. I was really hoping Esmeralda. I was really hoping for
Blacklist predict 3-0. Sa guess ko, I don't really remember. Ano bang ginawa ko dun? Hindi ko maalala nung nasa guess ko. Pero alam ko syempre Blacklist ginawa ko. But I don't really remember ilang games. Nag-RG ako kanina. Kamusta naman RG? First time mo mag-Blacklist. So galit ka sa Brazilian, gano'n. 7 games,
So by the mid game around the
kamusta 7 games? Di pa rin mahanap yung mga metal chopsticks. 5 wins, 2 losses. Oh, very good pa rin. Ganda. Disposable na lang ang
It's all about
chopstick.
control, right? I mean,
Wala kayong
right
wooden
there,
chopsticks?
Nothing's really going to happen here unless somebody makes a mistake. But level 4 is
Saan pwede ka naman hindi mag-chopstick eh. You can just use your freaking fork, man.
very ultimately ultimate
Just use your fork.
especially when it comes down to these team fights.
Yeah, you can see the Mountain Chakra already being popped up.
You said metal
Really
chopstick.
low. Oh my
May namang
God.
wooden
Oh,
ah.
Hev jumps in and Wise is there to
Ay,
capitalize.
ayaw mo ng
It's
fork?
gonna be him picking up
Why?
the blood. Clean
Uy,
by
Wise
Blacklist
SS doing it.
International. Louise a bit too much than he could chew there in that top side. And Edward,
Wise
here's the
SS
thing.
doing
if
it.
Cade wants to go to that bottom side, play for it. You are not going to be able to kill that Uranus. It isn't going to be a fun time. It should have been them
Lahat.
going and rotating to
It's okay,
the
lahat.
early stages. Sure, we wanna
Ba't
get
ayaw mo ng fork? Alam mo kumakain ako ng noodles with ano ha, with spoon. With spoon. Wait, what? Napatay niya Nathan? Wow, ulit nga. Hindi ko nakita yan ah. Ano na napatay yung gago? Ayan.
Oh, wait a minute. Real Removation is going to be Force King all the way to run away, but it's going to be
Oof.
taken down.
Ba't parang ang lambot niya? Ay, na 100% to.
Because look, right now, oh, wait a minute. Real Removation is
Gago.
Force King all the way to run away, but it's going to be
Gago.
taken down. Very
Tangin,
questionable
Haji.
decision-making as of right now
Bastos
for
lahat,
King.
lahat nilabas lang kay ano.
Wake up right now.
Iniran,
Making
ubos.
mistakes like this against Blacklist International, who's seemingly a
Man,
little
Rogen,
today.
out of your comfort zone, man. Get out of your comfort zone.
Very easy turtle take from them.
You know, huwag ka na magdamit. Comfort yan.
Haji did not even hesitate. They have
Nude is the way to go.
not much stuns in there, but they do have the slow. If you couple the slow,
Huwag ka na magdamit pag lumalabas into public areas. Di ba? Ang kwenta yan.
Low in that turtle area.
It's for the weak.
Top lane, they were also very
for the weak,
good with
man.
Execution as Oheb just literally destroyed that Benedetta. The
Mikey.
Reapers was way
Oy,
too
si
good.
Venus mamamatay. Patay nga.
We'll be able to pick Venus off of the land of Dawn.
Walang kwenta yung damit.
Mikey is the one who gets the kill. Now, sure, they do
Damit
get a
is
kill
for the
on
weak.
board. I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to nitpick, but they would want, you know, literally anyone else except for Mikey to get those kills.
Up,
on
up,
board.
up, Edward.
Already starting to become a nuisance now. He has that. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, the engage comes in, and actually Edward just instantly burst it down.
Ay,
forced the
muntikan.
breaker away. I was about to say he has the consecration. It's going to be hard to burst him down, but Nathan just comes in out of nowhere.
Munti ka na si Edward dun ah.
I mean, King was already stacked up before Edward was even walking into the jungle. So he's got to be really, really careful because the moment he's stacked up and he drops down that entropy, the auto attacks, most people would underestimate it. But, oh, wait, hold on.
YZ,
This might be
hindi.
some trouble here.
Ano siya, Uranus siya. Patay na naman si Edward.
Get picked off. Louise now in the midst of it all. It's going to be Wise dashing in, almost getting the kill. But wow, great plays by the Brazilians, trading, getting a turret, and actually not losing a kill in the process right there. Maybe even not losing a turret because Louise, before he backed away, that was a wave cleared.
Yeah, he clears the wave before he gets out, and eventually was was able to escape without dying, which is great for Kid as they will live to see another day. However, top lane is still being
Sira, ang
taken out by
tore.
Blacklist International. This is very scary as the Clint as well as the Yeast and Shield does so much damage against turrets. And
Okay,
that's
trade,
available for
trade.
Oheb.
Oh, Louise, perfect eye for an eye, actually. But he's actually going to go back in right there. Able to clear the waves right now as Mikey comes into that top side. Maybe to just show himself up to pressure the members of Blacklist.
What's
International.
Livage?
But Cade, so far, not doing too bad. Not doing too
Village.
shabby here, as Blacklist will try to look for control in that middle side.
Livage.
They're opening up the map here, and Edward's doing a good job making sure he's the one face checking. He knows he can take the damage for a good amount of time.
Side
plus
XP.
He still has the consecration up.
Oh, let's see. Glorious Pathway being used. It's going to be Venus all the way in the midst of it all. It's still using the ultimate. Still going to be bursted down, though. Mikey has nowhere to go.
Ano?
Kakashi, he is
Binabato mo lang?
trying to get some kills on the board, but it's a 2-for-1 right now. There's nothing that Kakashi can do at this point.
Non-disposable.
Oheb is
Eh
just
kasi
gonna clear it
naman,
out.
ito sasabihin ko tungkol sa chopsticks ah. Pag kumakain ako via chopsticks, ginutom ako. Ginugutom ako kasi I'm eating a lot less than I should. The amount that you're inputting in your mouth is a lot less than a spoon. Ha? Nag-stop? Ano? Sabi ko, ayoko ng chopstick kasi pag gumagamit ako ng chopstick, ginugutom ako. Yun. Gets na. Lahat ng hinuhugot mo sa chopstick mo, however big that amount is, mas kunti pa rin yun sa isang spoonful. Okay? So, bawat hugot mo ng bawat hugot mo ng chopstick, no? Kahit gaano kadami yan, sa sushi, pwede pa. Sa sushi, pwede pa. Pero kaya din naman kasi ng spoon yung sushi. Pwede rin eh. Wala, Rogen. Pang lang yan. Pang social lang yan. Wala. Mas madali pa. In what respect? In what respect? Mag-ano ka ng rice, iilan lang nakuha. Yun. Yun na yun. Diba? Very easy. Very practical. Bake sushi. Pwede, no?
Yep, I mean, they're opening up the map here and Edward's doing...
Nalalaglag pag spoon gamit mo sa ulam? Hindi ka lang sanay? Bakit nalalaglag in the first place? Spoon nga eh, nalalaglag.
He is in the midst of it all, trying to get some kills on the board, but it's a 2-for-1 right now.
2-for-1 and it looks like a 3-for-1. Patay.
Wise comes in for the
Naku
kill.
po, nagpapakamatay lang ang Cade, man.
But that was amazing.
Pumasok siya sa Eve.
For Blacklist, already starting the group up, showing amazing plays on the board. King will be able to take that orange ball.
See the rotation from Blacklist International is very fluid. Top lane push and then mid lane clash. Eventually the turtle and then some pokes into the bottom lane. They almost went for a stopover into that orange buff, but they saw King in there. If King was just a little bit too late, maybe 2 seconds late,
Banner versus Yura.
surely Blacklist International will have taken it. So very fluid movements coming up from Blacklist International. That's why they're able to amass a 2.3k lead 5 minutes in.
I mean, Blacklist International knows how to push their lead. They know what to do after the fight to convert a team fight in towards gold. However, I am still worried about Prime because positioning in that last fight was a little questionable, and more importantly so, losing that flicker even though he still has wings.
Oh, real world replacement. Luis is going to go in, but it's going to be Mikey picked up out of nowhere right there with the
ooh, that damage. Malapit na si Haji.
It is Venus on the Estes. You know the healing is just going to be insane, and that's exactly what happened. The poke, the range, and the sustain from Blacklist.
My goodness. You see, oh my Venus really timed that perfectly well.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that he did not overcommit though, because some teams are always baited when the Moonlight Merchant is not yet popped by Oh My Venus. They always say that when they're
sakit.
and they see someone very low, they overcommit. But this time, it's a good thing that Kid did not overcommit. However, Blacklist International, this is a 4-1 placement in the map, as the Uranus will be away from his team.
Oh, Edward actually goes in onto King right now. Still
ay, naano siya ng
once again, Blacklist International.
Nahuli siya doon.
Not want to give the objectives for free, the kills for free. They have rotated to this bottom side. The
sobrang alat.
Has been chunked to
depende naman sa recipe eh.
HP as the orange
depende yan sa recipe eh. Or, syempre, minsan yung mga luto talaga nagkamali sila.
They don't instantly recall. They went for that mid, cleared it up.
So, DP&D.
In terms of micro, they're learning and starting to pick up on the habits, especially for Edward. They're kind of figuring out how he likes to kind of get out of these situations, which walls that he most commonly uses, and looks to punish it with with their own rotations. Mikey coming in from that angle, he could have gone the entire long way in towards the enemy, in towards the jungle, but now the next fight's already begun.
Yeah, look at him for the airstrike, able to deal some damage.
Nako, patay yata si Haji. Ay, hindi pa.
With the help of Venus, gets back up to half HP, and that is just the healing doing wonders for Blacklist. Prime gets taken down.
7 minutes in, they're gonna group up, and for sure they'll take this turret in the mid lane. And this is massive for Blacklist International. They're not gonna stop. Gonna be waiting for the next wave of minions and then push it against Kid. Haji's ultimate is almost up again in a few seconds, and they are itching to use it.
This is the time where Cade needs to
go. Okay, pumasok.
Exactly do that, man.
Patay si Takeshi.
He can't melt the members, and he's the one actually who gets melted down. Blacklist are just so good. You see every single time, even when they're pushing, whenever they're in the lead, their positioning is on point.
Goodness. You see that Takashi with only the dominance eyes thought that he could last against Blacklist International, but you can see that Blacklist International already formed their bubble. And they're going to be continuously pushing. Another 4-1 for Blacklist International. Uranus away for the team and 4 in the top.
Oh my god, Luis just so aggressive. But Wise actually
mamamatay si Wise.
picks up the kill, and they're going to go for the re-engage onto Venus. He pops the ultimate, but he's going to get bursted down by the Nathan, and that is the kill picked up by Cade. Right now, it is a 2-for-0 as Cade look for more on the board. Haji has a shield from the real world inflation, and there you go. Prime joins in, goes in for Ohem, still forcing that flicker away, and Blacklist will be able to run away for now, but maybe not for long, because King, he's looking for something. Although Haji's able to zone him away, it's going to be the feather airstrike popped in again. Haji's still dodging away, and that's going to be Ohem picked up.
Patay si Clint.
Killing spree, and that is a trade. Actually, Prime going and overextending.
When namatay din si Farsa.
The fight doesn't end there. Maggie goes back in for the Circling Eagle, knowing that Edward is just so tanky. Will just choose to back away. Luis will lose his life in turn for that mid lane. Wait a minute, he's still alive. Whoa, what is this? He's actually going to be able to dodge away from the Mountain Shocker. Oh my god, Haji.
Patay.
It up though, unstoppable for him.
Haji
with the lead still, but Cade coming back.
Yep, at
Ano
least
yan? Ang daming nagkakaroling yata sa labas. Okota. Balance sila dyan. Namamas ko yata ang puta eh. So, I'm just gonna let that pass. That doorbell. Hindi. Ano yan? Narinig nyo naman yun, di ba? Caroling yan.
Icing on top of that clash.
Balance sa buhay nila.
Prime was outplayed by Haji.
Balance sa buhay nila.
Movements coming, the footwork for this Eve, and now they want more.
Oh, they do want Circling Eagle onto Venus, and he's gonna get stunned up.
Oy, mamamatay yata si Venus.
But it is
Patay.
going to be enough. That final blow was perfect. But now, look at it.
Okay.
With the re-engage, popping in
Re-engage.
the real world but instant disengage from the side of Cade, and they just pull the fight back and forth. They have Venus, and now they have.
Tangina itong mga to. Paala kayo sa buhay ninyo. Walang tao dito. Walang tao dito. Mga tangat-tato kayo. Holding yata IC eh. Mga WhatsApp eh.
There's no point continuing that fight because Blacklist International still have a large majority of their resources. And Cade make a really good argument against Blacklist International. However, they're going to continue to use these neutral objectives as bait. I think it's going well. They're following the keys to victory.
Blacklist International, since they have pulled themselves together on
What's this?
Venus, now they
PM.
have him once again. Let's see though, as he already is taking
Teka yan, 8-wells man.
In fact, they
8-wells.
have taken the lead down to 2.0.
Kung nakahanap ka naman ng ano, wooden ka naman siya. Yo, patatas man. What's up?
Split push, just their way to
这个你是头型我讲了。
favor.
啥？
Blacklist International, the advantage that they have right now is vision from the Mountain Shocker. They want to
Gago
use
lang.
this as a way to kind of control the Lord area. As in
Ah, hindi narinig yung music sa labas eh.
even
Gago lang.
the Blacklist International was able to get, they still deal so much damage onto the Lord. This is a Nathan from jungle roll, and that deals that can take the Lord so quickly.
Disposable, yep.
They saw that Blacklist International were in that top side. They instantly
Disposable, let's go.
He's in for the flanks right now with the Glorious Path.
Mukha namang ano.
It is gonna be Luis jumping
Mukha
on
namang very
Edward.
thin.
But look at Edward. He is actually, this is
Oh,
all for the
Edward.
Lord, and they're
Nakuha.
gonna take it away
Nakuha ang
from
Lord.
Blacklist. A beautiful macro fight in that.
Nananalo ang Cade so far.
That was smart. That was
Well, hindi pa so far.
smart.
Momentum-wise.
He's gonna chase that.
Momentum-wise.
Wow, that is such a nice strategy coming out from Kido. Pincer maneuver, and you want to use your Electro final blow as well as your Glorious Pathway. So much floor skills coming out from Kid that they took advantage of.
Floor
and
skills?
A clutch retribution from King to take the Lord.
Oh my
Oy, oy,
Mike just
oy,
went in a little bit
Takashi.
too aggressive there, but look at the damage coming from the airstrike. Almost
malapit
taken
na
Oheb
mamatay si
down.
Oheb.
Whoa, Blacklist now. The tides have simply just
Junior
shifted
badge.
into Cade's favor.
So,
As we
Bene
said,
na nga.
the
Bene na nga ang
scaling
iana. I-spam next season.
So important because Prime
Well, hindi pa naman tapos this season. Well, pwede pa.
in this game right now. And you know, as you mentioned
Pwede pang pataasin.
doing a really good job at forcing Oh My Venus to use that ult rather early. And at least Haji has to try and protect himself. He knows that he's going to be safe, but if they can time their ultimates a little bit better, I think Blacklist International could potentially bait Cade into a fight that they cannot win. If they get Louise out of position, and more importantly, so bait out Takashi's glorious pathway, they could look to turn the tides.
It's all about the floor floor skills.
So currently, Blacklist still with a gold lead. Mga 200 nga lang. Pero, buti nga, nakakapag-badge ka sa multiple heroes eh.
From this feathered airstrike as well as the glorious pathway, it's just way too good. And I love the fact that they're using it like strategically. They were able to get the...
Kailangan talaga pagkarami-raming uses mo sa mga heroes. Ano?
Blacklist International definitely weren't ready for that. Now for Keed, if they want to take this game in and maybe control the later portions of the game, all they have to do now is to be patient. Use their macro play from this Benedetta to just push the map and then
drafting pa lang sinabi ko na nga eh.
Have the Hylos as well as the Matilda always with the Nathan so that they can protect.
Blacklist on the right side, left side is Brazil. Cade.
They've actually shifted the gold lead right now and wait a minute, Mount and Chakra will be able to reveal the opponents and
200 matches not true. Okay. Yeah pala.
This is gonna be another slow game. As we said, Cade in their victory.
Wise SS, man. Wise SS.
The super late game. In fact, 22-minute game they won against Onyx Esports. And back-to-back games against their previous match, which was...
Nagkamali si Wise. Si Wise, si Luis.
Really want to take it into the late game. And so far, they have the better late game composition compared to Blacklist International.
Well, I would say that there's an argument to be made there as well.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, Haji is going to be scaling up pretty well. They may not necessarily have the burst, but the fights drag on how I think Blacklist does have them beat in that department. But who would have thought it would have come to this, right? 43K to 43K.
Luis.
Okay, here. Oh, this is starting to get concerning.
Oh no, this is not going to be looking good for Luis. He's going to be caught in the pincer maneuver, and that's
Oof,
a 4v1. No, not even 4. It's
that's
a 5v1. They've actually put all their resources into the bottom side, and the thing is, Cade, they didn't have any setup.
Yeah, good read coming out from Edward as he forced the Electro final blow. And when the Electro final blow is hardly used by the Benedetta, by a split pushing Benedetta, you know that he can be contested by the ARC teams. And now, 22 seconds without this Benedetta, the macro play is going to side on Blacklist.
-1 agad, true.
Look at the wave clear, man. The high ground potential of Cade is just insane with the feather airstrike and obviously King with the entropy. But look, Blacklist International, they've finally taken down the kill. They've taken down Luis, and I think that guy is the most important member.
Right? Sure, we are 3 hours behind, man. That's the least of my concerns.
That now Luis is in a position where he can't hard carry the game, but instead is trying to make openings for his members like King, and as well as believing in Prime that he's going to step up this game and make it happen. And so far, Prime has been doing that once he's gotten his items.
Best of 5 nga pala to, guys. Every single match from today onwards, best of 5.
Pretty well against Blacklist International.
Yeah, Blacklist International trying to open up the map right now. Doesn't have the Mountain Chakra already popped in, but it's going to be actually Edward
mag-isa.
Now, still able to run away with the help of the real world manipulation, but that is 2 ultimates burned away before anything even happens. The Lord, though, was just going to get bursted down. And oh, wait a minute.
Lalabanan mo ba? Gago si King! Gago si King! Gago Edward, mama ko gago. Nicely done from Edward. Okay lang. Okay lang. In no position to fight is your Nathan, dude. 2 hours break, bobo din sila. Ba't ang tagal-tagal ng series break? Tanga rin nila yun.
He kept on top of the King, and Cade is now crumbling.
Oh, but wait a minute, Feather Airstrike able to zone away the members.
Feather Airstrike, but you can't zone that Lord. Patay ka ngayon. High loss pa more. Naku po.
And Takashi, the Lord is marching down and hitting onto the base. Blacklist International have cracked Cade's defense, and that is them with the 4,000 now of 5,000.
Grabe si Edward, oh.
Yep, and they have to start
Oo, na-bait, man. Baited forever. Look at that zone. Uranus plus Eve, man. Okay, problema na lang nila yung Benedetta ulti for sure. Okay, pumasok na si Mikey, patay yan. Force error talaga yan, true. Naku, wasak na rin ang top lane. Luis, another one dead. Nice, done. Hindi nila na-respond ang kakampi nila.
He's
Naku
gonna go
po!
for it. It's gonna be the
Triple kill.
Will it be the
Maniac?
It is
Hindi.
gonna be the Maniac. No, it's not. It's only the Maniac. No more.
It's only the
But what
Maniac.
a first game, a statement from the
Tangina Savage dapat ni ano yun eh. Dapat Savage yun eh. Oheb naman eh. Pambira naman Oheb oh. Savage yun dapat ni Wise yun eh. Okay, 1-0. Advance na natin ulit para na natin. I don't think we need to look at... do you want to look at the itemizations nila, guys? Tingnan natin eh. Baka may weird itemization gusto sila eh.
Even though still at 0% win rate, but the way that he played was actually trying to confuse from the side of Blacklist International, where K, the thing that they did so well was juggle.
Yung mo si Haji, genius into Divine Glaive, tapos dalawang defensive item na hindi pa nga brute force, magic lang.
So which one do you want to go for first?
Wala siyang pakialam sa Benedetta eh.
Another one that was instrumental to making Blacklist think about how they were gonna approach was Tekash on that high loss.
Beatrix. Dude, ang dami nga nag-try ng Beatrix eh, tatanga-tanga eh. Tatanga-tanga nila sa RG, man.
All the rest of Blacklist. And there were times when they actually caught out on my Venus, who's sitting at 0-4 and 12.
Yeah, but right now,
Hindi madali yun. Split second decision making yung mga changes in spells mo, in guns mo, tapos kaya magaling ka rin sa lahat ng guns. Pati yung ulti nila, dapat magaling ka rin asentado. Tapos alam mo rin yung mga yung mga ranges ng each. Dude, hindi ganun kadali.
Like what our casters have said, a lot of magic damage from the side of Heed. So Edward getting 20 stacks of his passive, getting the maximum stacks from this rated armor,
easy.
getting healed from Oh My Venus, which again has the favor as well. Edward or this Uranus, even though they have anti-healing, 3 people still not enough.
Not to mention the Athena shield.
By sheer acting so good.
Okay, less than 3 hours na delay natin.
Oh, Uranus.
Good in those sieges, synergizing really well with those two heroes.
Okay, drafting.
Yeah, it is going to be the Rafaela first.
Oh, Rafaela.
For Venus taken away as we enter the second phase of the draft. Blacklist International with the bans most probably going to
For sure, maganda yun sa Clash. Problema palagi sa Clash yung early game niya. Yun lang yan eh. Kailangan people should hold the fort, or at the very least kung na-aggro ka, they can do something on the other side of the map. Like, kasi kung nababaw ka, kaya nga may nag-take advantage on the other side of the map. Kahit sa mid lane or malayong side. Kundi wala, GG. Yan din problema pag gagawin mong core yung yung Claude. Kung Claude gagawin yung core, okay sana, mas mabilis nga yung online, but matagal pa rin compared sa other cores. So, parang compared, kung ganyan lang, sobrang bagal pa rin ng overall lineup. Mahirap. Magiging snowball kagad yung laban sa inyo.
And if they do first pick the Paquito, it kind of brings, how they says that
asa na ng mid game to late game.
It still is very strong.
Kaiser, what's up?
But for Blacklist International, well, they're not.
So mga bans ang Blacklist, Estes, Salina, Hayabusa, pati Lancelot. Cade banning Beatrix, Barats, Eve. Bakit kaya Barats yung target ban nila sa Blacklist? Ay sa bagay, pwede pa lang mag-Barats si Wise. Pero hindi naman ako na I don't think Barats is the engine ng Blacklist. Kahit na si Wise gumagamit yan. Like, I would rather they use Barats as Wise. Kasi hindi siya ganun hindi siya ganun ka-effective kumpara ng YSS eh. Kailangan mo ng maraming enablers, whether that's Matilda, whether that's Rafaela, whether that's Estes. Diba? So, ewan.
They know that Kugura is really annoying when you play on the Farsa, on the Clint.
True.
Very, very immobile, and the Kugura can just
burst you down.
Capture you, catch you off guard. That's exactly what they don't want to face. Kate, though, now, with the Karina ban out, do they want to ban?
Okay, advance na natin to. Tingnan natin ano yung mga nila. Okay, YSS ban, that's the respect. Paquito, okay. Enough na kaya tong Paquito to counter this Aldous. May Ling pa nga, so daming depasok ng Cade. They've got Aldous, they've got Ling, they've got Esmeralda, they've got Matilda. laban sa relatively immobile na si Farza and then Clint. So, dapat itong corny Wise. Dapat medyo maaga. Just so that
Blacklist International, they just can go for an active jungler like a Bane.
Yeah, they need an active jungler, true.
I feel like they can still get away with this Paquito
Bane nga.
if they want to, but yeah,
I mean, Bane at least hindi siya ganun katanky na gusto mong pasukin. And kung papasok yung kalaban, pwede mo i-counter-initiate with ulti. But let's see if they can pull that off. Kasi yung nakikita kong panlaban lang nila kay Aldo sa akin din. Ulti ni Bane, yung combos ni Paquito, and kung makachamba si Rafaela sa ulti niya. Yun lang yun. Other than that, at the mercy of Ling and Aldous to. Lalo na if they get their farm. So, for me, kung kaya nyong i-set yung tempo early and snowball from there, do so. But, pag nagkaroon ng oras na magkaroon ng items na yung Cade, mahirapang yung feeling ko. Nagloy pa nga yung Cade. Even though walang Estes.
Straight into game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, break the code or Cade. Let's see who gets the victory here because Cade already pushing.
Nag-send ako ng pick.
In the early stage. First minute will be controlled by Cade because again, Loi Yi and Ling. There's a lot of mobility here. There's a very good farming, fast farming, and
Hanabi
Matilda and Loi can assert. But wait a minute, Mikey doing a very aggressive engagement.
Same draft.
He's gonna get taken down, even though Prime gets that diversion, that rotation in. That was too greedy by Mikey.
Hindi ko get same draft. Paano same draft?
Because this will be a trio inside the Blacklist International.
Hindi naman
So group up together so that they can protect twice, and they will only take.
Hindi ko gets. Paano naging same draft?
They need to babysit twice. Afterwards, they can
sa Ruby?
take the objectives.
Oo, pero yung iba naman di naman parehas Beatrix, tapos may Harley.
Holding his own into the top lane.
Yeah, I think both Mikey and
Tapos may Hanabi pa nga.
Prime really need to communicate with each other there. That situation could be
right.
completely. It should not have happened, but now Luis, he's gonna get. Oh, yep, there we go. It's a quick, easy.
Wala, hindi makukumpara to, man. Hindi ko makukumpara to. Let's say, hindi na parehas. Pero pambira naman, Harley. Harley kino-compare mo sa Roger. Hindi yan. Ulitin ko to Hindi ko nakita. Sino yung unang namatay? Ayan na pala.
First minute will be controlled by Cade because again,
tatlong tao yung iba eh.
There's a lot of mobility here. There's a very good
sige, dalawa. Meron layo pa rin. Bane, Mikey. Patay.
Even though Prime gets that diversion, that rotation in, that was too greedy by Mikey.
That is.
There was really nothing that they can achieve there, especially because this will be a trio inside the Blacklist International. Rafael as well as the Farsa will group up together so that they can protect twice, and they will take maybe 2 to 3 minutes.
In a word for what?
They need to babysit twice. Afterwards, they can just take the objectives, take the turtle, and choose to fight someone else.
Better not be spoilers, bitch.
So far, Luis is holding his own into the top lane.
Yeah, I think both Mikey and as well as Prime really need to communicate with each other there. That situation could be
fans.
It should not have happened. He's gonna get
Oof, what's up?
It's a quick, easy pick off for the side, and Oh My Venus is just such a good enabler with the holy healing giving that extra movement speed. Most people would be caught off by a literal second off when they're thinking, yeah, they should be rotating up top side, but maybe a second later.
Yeah, but did you see the deadly catch? It was actually really well predicted there. Luis flickered, and Wise, he knows what he was going to do.
Laki ng hindo.
And now look at how much
Wise.
Down that turret gold. But Turtle will be traded on the other side of the map. Even though Blacklist International finds something on the map, Cade, they don't want to give it for free, instantly taking it down in that bottom side.
Yeah, great adjustment coming out from Prime. He actually used the ultimate so that he can get to the top lane quickly. I mean, he wasn't literally into the top turret, but at least they were able to defend. The fact that they propped the passive onto Wise meant that Wise will not be able to stay on top of the turret for quite a long time. That's why.
Pero so far, yung momentum is on Cade's side. Blacklist side pa rin.
Luis was denied of 2 minions of
Kahit na nakuha
properties,
ng
he
Cade yung
is
first turtle of the
able
game.
to trade with the turtle.
The Aldous is not having a good time, man. Right now, he is getting completely bullied out of his lane. And Blacklist International already with a 500 gold lead. You can expect this to keep on going up because they are playing these individual lanes so well.
They need to do something.
Gago, mamamatay kaya ata Aldous.
He's gonna get out of there, but it's still so brutal to watch. Look at that. Luis just cannot sit in his lane for longer than like a minute.
Yeah, the thing is, for Kane itself, they try to rotate to the top side. Now, oh no, Edward knows where he's going, and Wise will be able to pick him up with the air strike, finish him off. And that is the second time that Luis will be picked up in this game. King,
mali yung ano ni Aldog. Nag-greedy siya, pumunta siya sa ano? Sa jungle.
From Takashi, going in for the falling star moon onto Haji. Wise is able to just disengage from that. Takashi gets chunked to half. And
Eugene, what's up?
On top.
So far, I think at this point in time, Cade is getting a little too greedy. Their pathing is greedy. Their draft is greedy.
True.
They could have avoided a lot of these situations.
Wala naman tayo sa doorbell eh.
Playing strong
pupunta ko na.
are just punishing them.
Only Lord, he has got his end this battle as the mid lane definitely is controlled by Haji. There's really no way for Heat to be able to push this mid lane turret. I would honestly assume that Blacklist International will be able to keep this mid lane for maybe about 12 minutes. It's because of the fact that they have the far side and there's really no hard engage from Key. They need to wait for more time before they're able to fight.
Yes.
Oh, maybe not though. Okay, they want to go in for this. Going in for the Defiant Sword all the way to the backside.
Nakuha pa rin ng ano? Blacklist and Turtle. Mamamatay si Aldog.
And he's gonna get taken down a little bit too greedy.
They're greedy again.
Before the Owlers even hits a power spike. I mean, we don't even need to talk about power spike. He's 0, 3, and 0 right now. Definitely not a good score to go for the plays right as of this moment.
Definitely
catch up a lot more than that, right?
Yeah.
You definitely see that Luis, yes, he's behind.
Definitely
he's also level 5 here, hoping to at least get one kill
Greedy
somewhere.
ng Aldous ng ano ng Cade.
King and Prime, they've got some form of early game damage. They should have been able to do a bit more.
Greedy. Oy, isa pa. Greedy.
Big amount of damage coming out from Wise. Turtle buff with the Bane.
Yeah,
so much
bango.
items,
Wise,
so much gold lead now with the Blacklist International.
Gumagawa si Wise, guys.
They will be
Oo nga
trying
eh.
to push this
Napunit
bot
yung
lane.
Esme.
King can defend.
Grabe.
Oh my god, Edward, so much damage already, but in the top side,
Venus, mundi ka na.
is forced to back away very low right now as King and Edward
Pati si King.
that bottom side.
Baba na yung buhay.
Almost predicts that Finch poise and gets the kill. King forced to
munti ka na yun, ha? Tangina that.
going for the 1v1, maybe forced
Tangina Edward, man!
falling silent win, but he doesn't want to commit just yet.
Now, I think it's a good time to talk about this because Edward is going to be a big enabler for this team. Because so far, I think, you know, if Blacklist International wants to play defensive like how they are now to play oppressively, that's totally okay. But if they want to start pressing their advantage, a lot of it is going to be Edward looking for those big flanks, those big spearheads in the middle of Cade to allow Blacklist International to kind of catch them off guard.
Yeah, and now look at what Blacklist International just loves doing. They go in, but
Okay,
Takashi
Esme.
charging up that falling star moon, gonna go in onto Wise. No follow-up. He's all alone. Deadly catch almost connects to him, but he actually gets two ultimates. That holy baptism as well. Wise almost takes that for the retribution as Edward is waiting in there. King needs to be careful.
Look at Edward. Look at Edward.
Prime is going to be chunked very to half HP actually, not very low. And Edward still not.
They must say Edward. They must say Edward.
Onto Haji will just zone them away.
I think Edward's plan was to stop this this link to get into the into the turtle. I mean, it's maybe way too early. However, Blacklist International still is making a beeline towards the turtle and might be able to take this so easily. As again, they don't have the fighting chance yet.
Yeah, if they keep on forcing these fights, I'm sorry to say this is not going to be looking good for them at all. King tries to go for the steal, but
okay, 2-3 to 1.
Lead with that retribution, so efficient.
Yeah, I mean, so far the game's going in favor of Blacklist International. They don't really have to do much. They've got that first initial snowball. They've got 2 turrets as well at the same time. This investment that they had in the earlier stages of the game in punishing Cade's mistake is going to start giving them returns at this 7th minute mark because now Cade is really far behind. At least he's level 8. He's caught up with the
ang taba pa ng pusit, 4-0-1. All kill participations, 100%.
freezing the lanes for at a certain point and then eventually just clearing it out because he wants to help his team. It's a battle for the purple buff once again, and Blacklist International are going to be putting all the stops. They even have cleaned up top lane near the vicinity, and Wise already starting with the purple.
Yeah, look at that. Purple is going to be taken away. Deadly catch and the instant chain with the retribution will be able to get it away. King now without a purple buff. Edward going in onto Mikey. Takes half.
No purple from King.
Use it already, Wing, but oh my god. It's going to be the mid lane tier 1 taken down. But the airstrike zone away. The members prime taken very low. It is Luis. Oh. What are you doing? He goes in for the farm. Haji is right there. He's still able to live, but that was not the right move.
Yeah, this is impressive. Like, Cade is getting a little desperate with their moves overall, and you can tell that even Wise, he's getting more and more comfortable here. Oh, deadly catch.
Oh, actually, King going in for the Defiant Sword all the way to Wise right now. And actually, Wise is going to be able to out-damage him. Defiant Sword once again with the Tempest of Blaze. But again, King, he has nowhere to go. For the airstrike almost takes him down. Wise is just right there, but the Guiding Wind will be able to beat and help him out of that situation. Luis, though, caught on the 1v3, 1v2.
Patay ka, Luis. Aldo's dead. Patay din ang Loin. Wala na kayong pang team fight.
Forced to use the Falling Star Moon. King as well, using these abilities to get away. And Blacklist now with a 6,000 gold lead in the 8th minute.
Nako, 6K gold lead.
Wanted to go for that kill. Unfortunately, Tekashi as well as Mikey did not connect with their ultimates. As Mikey was well behind a wall, so that the Circling Eagle was just out of range, maybe a pixel out of range when Blacklist International tried to retreat. And just as I finished one sentence, the turret in the mid lane fell against Oheb. This is how massive their lead is, and Haji might go for the kill.
Yeah, it's going to be Haji popping that Tempest of Blaze.
Tempest
of Blaze. He goes for the Finch Boys, but the Wings by Wings can follow you everywhere, buddy. King keeps on trying to run away, but no, he jumps into the wrong side. It's right there with the quick draw. It's high noon.
It's well played, in fact. Oh my goodness, just the way that they're just having this strong coverage of the map and making sure that like even when they have their defense ready, they have Overwatch all across the map to ensure that they can't go further than this. But now they're going to be sitting on top of this Lord, and there's nothing Cade can do every time they walk
goodbye, Lord.
inwards. Deadly catch is going to deter them.
Oh man, look at this. Blacklist International, even after taking the Lord, even after using their resources for something, they're still going again and again. They keep on fighting, but they're chilling at this point.
Chilling for Blacklist International as it was a clinical take on this game. Whenever they face up against Ling as well as farm-dependent heroes like the Aldous, they have this suffocating moves that they do against their teammates, so that against their opponents, so that they can easily take the game. And that purple buff take was so clinical from Blacklist International. The way that they involve all of their members around that vicinity, so that Cade will not be able to farm.
Okay, zoning Farza ult.
All right, but let's take a look at the siege right now. Blacklist just going in.
Okay, one turret down.
Now, and that is the mid inhibitor taken down for nothing. And 10,000 gold lead in 10 minutes. Edward goes in for the knockouts. Right, Tekashi! Oh my god! Almost gets one-shotted right there as Blacklist looks towards that top side. Luis already chunked really low, forced to back away, and Cade have no response. Mikey just using the time, using the Guiding Wind to try to bait the minions, but at this point, Feather Airstrike prime away. He tried to cancel it.
Oh shit, Pakito.
He just diving again and again onto the backside. Wise almost takes a kill onto Mikey. It's still a good defense, but all the inhibitor turrets will be taken down just with the Lord. They're gonna go keep on going inside of the base, falling Star Moon, but no, that is not what you want. Look at this Blacklist. They have just done an amazing siege, and they want to continue.
I mean, how long can they hold this up here? The moment Haji gets his Feather Airstrike again, I think this might be a little tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's not an easy game, and more importantly for Prime, he's been having a rough time.
Oh, I like that. That rhymed. Edward going in for the knockout strike against two members, and Blacklist International once again, they're camping. They're camping at the base, man.
And this is valid actually, because Cade, they want to farm, and they can keep them in their base for a minute, and they will not be able to farm.
Yeah, look at that. Then the catch going in. Knockout strike and finishes.
Naku po!
Luis and Tekashi taken down.
Naku po, may isa pa ba? Patay din isa pa. Naku po! Wise, galit na galit.
Style on their opponents as the base
Gago, GG.
down, and that is match point to the Filipino champions.
Gago, 2-0 na.
Brutal game. game, a couple of micro mistakes really
Yeah,
just helped.
Grabe, kawawang yung Brazilians. And these are the only Brazilians left. Si Red Canids were already eliminated. So kung matalo pa yung Brazil versus Blacklist, wala na sila representatives. Just like See You Soon yesterday, mawalan din sila ng representative. 0 kills. Grabe. Man.
And the fact that Blacklist International early on, Wise ganking that lane just made it all the more difficult for Luis, because from the side of Cade, in terms of win condition, what they're trying to do is they're trying to win team fights with the Luis and the Ling, as well as the Aldos trying to go to the back line, trying to get Haji as well as
very fast, man.
But they can't
12 minutes, hindi yan hinintay yung next word eh.
Didn't really play with
Hindi yan hinintay.
Yep, again, they picked the Aldos right.
Okay. Next kagad tayo. Game number 3.
When you're doing, I tried. It's not that
So,
simple.
mga bans, Hayabusa, Farza, Selena. So, binan nila Farza kasi may Eve yung kalaban. Para sakto-sakto lang. 9 minutes entro. Umabot nga tayo. May isang game nga na ganun. 9 minutes lang. Hayop yan. So, Beatrix ban. Beatrix ni Oheb binaban. Sabi ni Oheb, I still got Clint, bitch.
Imagine like
I
using
got
the
Clint.
Jonas Welcome into the bombs of this Lilia. That will be great for Blacklist, I mean for Kid. So with the Cho as well, you have the setup for the damage output of the Lilia.
Tapos nag-deny pick pa nga yung Kid. Sila kumuha ng Barats and the Cho. Okay. Pero double MM yung Blacklist
Including the Onyx Esports Series.
Yan naman sa ML eh. Bumalik na ba? Siguro naman, no? Kung kailangan pang pababa yung pabit rate, 0.8. I think okay na to. Kasi 4395 na eh. Tingin na naman. Tingin na naman. Converge.
Lunox, very great. It provides scaling, provides that, basically
Lunox.
self-peel, self-sufficient hero, and the damage, magical.
Yep. Love this. All right, so Blacklist International gonna do a little bit of a drill.
So, pakita siguro ng kanilang core.
We saw this with the Nate. Clear the mid lane. Physical damage.
Okay, but let's get straight into game number 3.
Oh,
Remember, this is
gago,
match
clean
point.
support.
All Blacklist needs
Oh,
to do is to win
wow.
this one for all the marbles, moving on to the next stage, or will it be Cade for
Gago, Haji, Clint.
series? Let's go.
Clean
Break
support,
code
man.
or Go for Cade. Let's see it in the chat right now as both.
Oh, Rogen, it's time for you to do clean support.
I'm very curious to see how.
Tang ina that.
Especially for Cade, I don't want to.
Tapos 2 tanke side lanes ang Alice saka Alice saka Tams.
They need to take full advantage.
Grabe.
Blacklist is like they know how to just sandbag here, but now both of their marksmen's kind of chilling here in the mid lane just to help make sure that Haji isn't going to get out pushed.
It's all about the fast clear for Blacklist International. You see that play coming out from Wise using the skills. So
Patay, immobilize. You are gonna die.
Oh, Luis, he's caught a very bad situation, still able to
Ay,
get
nakatakas.
under the turn with
Sayang
the
yan.
flicker, and that is going to force Blacklist International to move back. But look at the position of Mikey. He's in the bush. He might just go for the Jeet Kune Do onto
Oh, Haji.
Draw, able to get and spot around the members of Cade. Look at that. Retribution has been placed as well. Prime going in for the damage onto Wise, and Venus almost gets taken
Ooh,
down.
that was so close. Ang galing ni Haji, gago.
Still Cade and Blacklist.
Alam niya nandun yung kalaban.
I'm wrong. King, he's looking for a kill onto Haji, still able to dash away for now. It flickers out as
Nicely
well.
done.
And that is just a brilliant early game skirmish with 0 deaths.
Haji with a good read. And overall from Blacklist International, I wonder how they were able
Haji,
to find out
gago.
someone in there. Maybe they're
Superstars talagang Blacklist International.
But Blacklist International will not be
They've got the duo na pinakamaganda na na chemistry kay Wise sa kay sa kay Venus. Tapos nandun si si Oheb, the gold laner na kayang maging superstar on his own. Nakita natin sa Beatrix on the last series. Tapos nandito pa tayo, Haji, very versatile. Nakita mo man, kahit na assassin, kahit na fighter, kahit na MM, kinakaya niya ngayon sa mid lane. Tapos si Si Pakit, si Edward, dude.
Mikey for the follow-up, no damage just as of yet, but he's gonna get pulled back in still.
Ooh, Haji, gago.
Beautiful by Matilda Airlines. Venus on this Matilda, just such
Damn.
a nuisance to the enemy team, man.
Oh, great idea
Si Wise.
from Kid. Unfortunately, Blacklist International, that's way too easy for them to get out. I mean, they managed to use the guiding wind. And that meant that
Di nga nila napatay yung Clint, no? Grabe.
Imagine this, that's an
Clint
out
going
of
for
usage,
Enchanted,
out of spells,
Enchanted,
as well as ultimate used by
Endless
Kid.
as their first
Blacklist
item.
International, they also are taking advantage of the time that they were able to buy because of the initial movements.
Ooh, First Blood. Toms versus...
No! First blood already being
Yan
achieved
nga,
by
si Edward, one of the
Not what you
best
wanna see
side laners
damage
ever.
as a barrage.
Well, these past few seasons.
The Inferno for sure will be used by Edward. He knows also that the Daytona's Welcome was just used in the mid lane. That meant that there will be no instant regeneration coming out from the barrels. That's why the kill potential, the kill threat is always there.
Oh man, right now with a 1,700 gold lead, they're just building it, and that is what they do so
Ay, hindi tumama yung ano,
3
first kill ni
minutes into the
Venus.
game, 30 seconds for the next turtle, and they're just playing for the setup.
How long can they play for the setup here? Because so far, I feel like Kate has been shut down in a lot of their angles when they approach these fights. A couple of things that they could look to maybe do is Mikey needs to force a play. He still has Flicker up. If he can get a good
Kinuha
play
pa nga ni
in there, he
Lunox.
can almost guarantee a secured kill on one person. And I think most players... Oh, wait, hold on. What's happening topside?
Kashi goes in for that as welcome.
Edward be like, I don't care.
Another solo kill in this
Ang
game.
ina bastos
2
Edward,
kills on the
gago.
board, and all of them have been solo kills from Edward right there. Mikey, though, he might look for a pick-off, but look at Haji. He just does so much damage, forcing Prime to use that black shoes.
Ooh, and another one.
That was brilliant. Venus goes in for the guiding win.
Tingnan nga ulit, no? Ang ganda naman, no? Tingnan mo yung ginawa ni Venus.
But look at Haji. Just does so much damage, forcing Prime to use that black shoes. And wow, that was brilliant. Venus goes in for the guiding win. Haji flickers out of the way and gets in back with the dash. But look at that. King actually wants to force something here. Venus. Oh my god.
Ay, nasipa.
He goes over the G-Kundo flicker combo, able to get away with the dragon.
Patay.
Coming in and the
Patay.
Serpent Eagle to finish him and silence him in that bottom side. Oheb wants some more. He's
Patay.
gonna get some more. That is 2 for the price of nothing for
Edward, gago.
Takashi forced to flicker out.
Oh man, Blacklist is really feeling themselves. Now they're completely disrespecting the space that Cade is giving them, and they're going for a little bit more as well. But so far, Cade, they need to hold strong for as long as possible, because right now Oheb is scaling so well into this game, and Luis can only do so much. He's
It's
so
true.
item dependent.
And whatever kills that Blacklist International had in this game was off of the fact that he was kind of wasting their time in some of the parts of the map because of the map read as well, Blacklist International. So with it is a toss-up between forced errors and good punishment coming out from Blacklist International. The macro is really not working in the favor of Key. They went for the bottom lane. They kind of stayed in the bottom lane, trying to go for a kill onto Oheb, trying to look for an opening for a flicker Jit Kundo, but wasn't able to do so.
Okay.
In fact,
Oy,
they were
Luis,
punished
you
in
might
the
die.
bottom lane, and Blacklist International
Patay nga.
Oheb is just
Uy, hindi niya ginamit yung brilliance niya?
both of the
Hindi pa siya naka-brilliance kanina?
In fact, they were the ones punished.
Oh, naka-brilliance naman siya.
And Blacklist
Oh,
International
hindi na siya naka-brilliance, gago.
styling on this, and both of the side lanes are already having the better farm over their matchup.
Not just the better farm, 2-0 for both of them. Prime goes in, tries to get a kill onto Haji. Very, very aggressive here. Actually goes in all the way. Haji, he is not able to dash away, not able to get away, but maybe so. It is going to be Venus going in and bringing Oheb back into the turret. Prime popped the black shoes, so he is very vulnerable at the stage, but both teams just, you know, just choose to back away.
Back away.
Very, very lackluster fight.
The minions weren't already there. And guess what, man? This is just 6 minutes in. That's why teams will not overcommit on their turrets. They are not strong enough yet. But when it comes to a hero versus hero matchup, with all of the items...
Look at Barats, he's gonna die. Nakain si Edward.
The brute force breastplate for
Pero patay.
Yeah,
Knew it.
What can I say? Blacklist International just
Edward, man.
rotations that Cade doesn't even notice until they're dead. At this point, Oheb forced to back away, but this is just brilliant reads from him. He sees that Cade wants to make a to play in the bottom side. Instantly just backs away. Sure, get the turret. I got the kill onto your Geld laner. And wait a minute, it is going to be Prime forced to use the black shoes. Now Edward goes in for the flicker. Absolutely amazing guiding win once again from Venus to ensure Edward's safety as they just play the macro game. Sure, go to the bottom side. I'm just going to zone you there and take the turret.
I mean, right now, I'm with Mirko here. It's a little lackluster, unfortunately. A lot of these fights can't go further than it is, but I think at this point, it's a 7-minute first items, and even those who are getting far ahead, like
War Axe, Edward, tapos Brute Force. Habol-habol lang eh.
Oheb at this point in time, very close. Wise,
Hunter's Nathan.
The way he is. At this point, I don't think he needs a power farm.
And Oheb with that Calamity Reaper.
Under this pressure, even Luis
Kinakaya-kaya niya.
Oh, Haji is just such
Wala pang ice queen one si
right now. 6-0
Lilia
for Blacklist International. Let's talk about the 6,000 gold lead.
Yeah, this meant that the Ome Venus Matilda does have the Radiant Armor. He's at 3.3k. And
Pakito going for Bloodlust,
two of their highest farmed heroes are about that level. And Blacklist International, this also means that there are 2 items present in most of their cores. Edward with War Axe as well as Brute Force Breastplate. And then Wise eventually with this Nathan is gonna hurt like a truck when they do team fight. And that is coming. 8 minutes into this game, they had to use the Way of the Dragon just to
pumasok agad.
away from the purple buff.
Oh, look at that.
Oy, sayang.
In the midst of it all, still able to run away for now. Oheb goes in for the flowing blood, but it's going to be
Nathan, gago.
a kill onto the jungler, and that is a 1-for-0. The fight
Galit na galit si Nathan, no?
Blacklist keeps on
Oy.
Wise goes in for the entropy, forcing Prime to flick around, and a 7,000 gold lead with a
Bastos.
7-kill lead as well.
This is brutal. This is really unfortunate to watch. It's an absolute massacre here coming in for Blacklist International. They have a
7-0,
overall, just 7 kills, but the 8k goal lead that they've developed, and literally 4 turtles.
Okay.
Oh, well, 3 turtles now. 1 Lord in the making. It's just, what do you do in Cade's position?
You need to make them do.
I mean, I'm speechless right now. What do you have to do? Because their composition right now, like, they needed to do something in the early stage with the Mosquito and the Cho, but they're simply not able to do it. Mikey is alone, Circle Eagle to go in, and that's going to be Haji following it up with a guiding win. Mikey forced to back away, but again, yes, Wolf, try to answer that question.
We'll go for the Detona's welcome setup into the Lilia bombs and maybe use Luis in that so maybe they can get a kill. Have King peel through the backlines and have Tekashi focus on just one hero. At this point, it's the only way for Kid to win the fights. It has to be perfect. But that is not even counting the fact that Blacklist International can react easily to that.
I think the worst part about it is that play hard enough. The first phase of it, not too bad. You know, you could probably get the Lily and the Smells Brought to make it happen, but to make it happen at the exact same time to make sure that you have enough damage to get away with it. Because right now, I don't think anybody can really get, kill Oheb at this point if he's like absorbing minions, or at the very least just have 3 people in his ult at that time. He just sustained through all of it.
Well, let's see what happens here. The siege is going to continue in that bottom side. A lot of range from the side of Blacklist International will be able to go in, and that's going to be Venus popping into Circling Eagle. Will just back away, and Tekashi is already chunked really, really low. Inhibitor turret number 1 in the bottom side taken down as Blacklist just completely rotate to the mid lane, looking for some objectives on the board.
He didn't even had a chance to fight in there.
7-0 pa rin.
Despite their lead, was still phenomenal. So clean coming out from Blacklist International.
Super duper clean. 7 turrets already gone on the side of Cade.
Because they had the chance to go for the quote-unquote Ruby DD play, but didn't go for it.
Surgical precision is what I like to call it for the side of Blacklist International. 7-0.
Really? Surgical precision? I'd say this is oppression. This is what it's like.
Yeah.
This is what it's like when you're just like trying to fight for some kind of independence here, and you're just absolutely getting colonized and pushed back in towards your base. It's no fun.
Oh,
it isn't.
Goes in again, and whoa, wait a minute, Venus, he is edible to bring Edward back to the base. Tekashi going in for the Deathless Welcome. We'll be able to get
Venus, patay.
That is finally Cade on the board. But
He's
Luis
got
will
one.
fall in turn.
Mikey patay, dalawa na.
They might just look for the push right now.
Oh shit, Oheb.
And getting a 2-kill lead for Blacklist once more. 11-1. It was 11-0 in the last game. It looks like Blacklist wants to end right here, right now. King goes over the knockout strike, able to zone away the minions for now, but damage keeps on coming in. Aben under the turret.